Hey, romance lovers! Grab your favorite cozy drink, get comfortable, and maybe prepare some tissues, because we're about to dive into the most swoon-worthy, heart-fluttering, absolutely unput-downable romance books of 2025. This year has been incredible for romance. We're talking New York Times instant bestsellers, book talk viral sensations, and books that had readers completely ignoring their responsibilities, calling in sick to work, and devouring page after page while muttering "just let them kiss" already for 12 hours straight. And just so you know, this top 10 list isn't random. We built it using a combination of industry impact, Goodreads ratings, book talk hype, sales rankings, critical acclaim, reader obsession, and how loudly these books dominated book clubs, Instagram reels, and bestseller charts. So let's jump right in. Number 10, Wild and Wrangled by Lyla Sage. The final book in the beloved Rebel Blue Ranch series, this Western romance follows Dusty and Cam, first loves who've gone their separate ways but end up as neighbors in beautiful Meadowlark, Wyoming. When they can't deny the spark that's still burning between them, they're forced to decide if their past can become their future. With gorgeous Wyoming landscapes, vulnerable cowboys, and that achingly tender second chance romance we all crave, Sage delivers the perfect series finale that fans have been desperately waiting for. Why it made the list, its devoted fan base, emotional Western romance setting, and the heartbreaking beauty of reunited first loves made it a must-read for anyone who's ever believed in second chances. Number 9, Back After This by Linda Holmes. A podcast producer agrees to host a new series about modern dating, but will the show jeopardize her chance at real love? From the New York Times bestselling author of Evie Drake Starts Over, this sweet rom-com follows a woman in her 30s navigating a season of transition, gaining confidence, and overcoming hardships. Holmes herself, a podcast producer, brings authentic behind-the-scenes energy to this story where the romance takes a backseat to the main character's journey of self-acceptance and creativity, but when it arrives, it's absolutely worth the wait. Why it made the list, Holmes' signature warmth, relatable protagonist in their second act, and the perfect blend of career ambition with swoony romance made it an instant favorite for readers craving substance with their swoon. Number 8, One Golden Summer by Carley Fortune. Photographer Alice returns to Barry's Bay for the summer, hoping to reconnect with her grandmother, only to find her past and Charlie Florek waiting to disrupt her peaceful plans. Fortune's writing is lush, and her love stories achingly beautiful, delivering that heart-tugging summer romance destined for beach bags everywhere. With her trademark ability to craft yearning that feels both devastating and hopeful, Fortune gives us a story about confronting the past to build a future worth fighting for. Why it made the list? Massive book talk buzz, Fortune's growing reputation for gorgeous summer romances, and the kind of emotional depth that makes you believe in love all over again. Number 7, Dreamgirl Drama by Tessa Bailey. A steamy chance encounter between a professional hockey player and the manic pixie dream girl he just can't forget takes a chaotic turn when they realize their parents are engaged. Bailey, the #1 New York Times bestselling author known for her spicy contemporary romances, delivers laugh-out-loud hijinks, sizzling chemistry, and the kind of forced proximity that makes readers absolutely feral. When childhood becomes adulthood and attraction becomes undeniable, these two have to navigate family dynamics while trying not to combust from the tension. Why it made the list? Tessa Bailey's unmatched ability to write steam that melts pages, a premise that's equal parts hilarious and hot, and the devoted fan base that pre-orders everything she writes. Number 6, King of Envy by Huang. The 5th and final deadly sin in Huang's Kings of Sin series, this billionaire romance is the steamiest yet. Huang wondered, what would it be like to create male love interests who each embody one of the 7 deadly sins? The result has been a series of flawed, sexy, impossible-to-resist billionaire lovers readers can't help but root for. With Netflix acquiring the rights to her uber-popular Twisted Love series, Huang's having an absolutely massive year, and King of Envy proves exactly why she's become one of romance's biggest names. Why it made the list, Huang's explosive popularity, the high-heat billionaire romance readers devour, and the satisfying conclusion to a series that's dominated romance charts all year. Number 5, Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Xavier and Samantha have a movie-worthy first date that all comes crashing down when Sam has to head home to deal with family in crisis. She tells Xavier to forget her. He can't. Now they have to decide if that one magical night is enough to build a future on. Jimenez is a master at miscommunication tropes, banter that makes you laugh out loud, and emotional depth that makes you ugly cry. Her devoted fans call her books big-hearted stories about family, memory, love, and heartbreak, and say you'll remember me. Delivers all of that and more. Why it made the list? Jimenez's massive and loyal fan base, her ability to create expansive universes where characters reappear across books, and Goodreads ratings that consistently hit 4.5 plus stars before release. Number 4, Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. What if you were lost at sea with your one-night stand? Zeke and Lexi thought it would just be a night of fun with no intentions of seeing each other again, but when they end up stranded on a houseboat together with dwindling provisions and nothing to do but face their feelings, their commitment-phobic hearts don't stand a chance. O'Leary, author of The Road Trip, proves once again that she knows exactly how to make forced proximity sizzle with tension, humor, and the kind of emotional vulnerability that makes you believe in happily ever afters. Why it made the list? O'Leary's proven track record with high-concept romance, a premise so wild it's irresistible, and the perfect blend of adventure with swoon. Number 3, Mate by Hazelwood. The highly anticipated companion novel to Hazelwood's 2024 bestseller Bride, Mate follows human werewolf hybrid Serena Paris and alpha werewolf Cohen Alexander as they claw against the bonds of fate. When Serena becomes a target in the war between werewolves, vampires, and humans, she turns to Cohen because only a fool would threaten his mate. Hazelwood released 3 books in 2025, Deep End in February, Problematic Summer Romance in May, and Mate in October, all instant #1 New York Times bestsellers, cementing her status as one of romance's most dominant forces. Why it made the list? Hazelwood's unmatched 2025 dominance, the massive success of Bride creating insatiable demand for this companion novel, and her ability to blend paranormal romance with swoon-worthy chemistry that keeps readers coming back. Number 2, Deep End by Hazelwood. Stanford Jr. Scarlett Vandermeer is an Olympic hopeful platform diver with her eyes on med school. Swim team captain Lucas Blumfist is just as focused and dedicated. Nothing will deter these superstars from their goals until a secret friends with benefits arrangement threatens everything they've worked for. Hazelwood steps away from her signature STEM lab settings to hit the pool, delivering a sports romance that's equal parts steamy, competitive, and emotionally vulnerable. When bedroom chemistry starts spilling into their regular lives, they have to question if their hearts will get in the way of Olympic gold. Why it made the list. Released as a Valentine's Day treat, it became an instant #1 bestseller and proved Hazelwood can dominate any romance subgenre she tackles. Plus, fans went absolutely feral for a sports romance from the queen of niche love stories. Number 1, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. 2 rival writers compete to tell the story of Margaret Ives, a reclusive heiress who hasn't been seen in years. Alice Scott is an optimistic young journalist desperate for her big break. Hayden Anderson is a Pulitzer Prize-winning author whose stony disposition is the complete opposite. They're given 1 month with Margaret to prove they should write her biography, but she's only giving each of them pieces of the story they can't share. As forbidden attraction sparks between the rivals, they realize Margaret's tale could be a mystery, tragedy, or love ballad, depending on who's telling it. Henry said this book challenged and consumed her like nothing has in years, and fans on Goodreads gave it 4.71 stars before it even released, with one writing, "Life is just the great big beautiful wait between Emily Henry releases." Why it made the list? Emily Henry is the undisputed queen of 2025 romance. When she drops a book, the world stops. Great Big Beautiful Life dominated pre-orders, smashed bestseller lists, became an instant book talk sensation, and proved once again that Henry writes the kind of stories that make you believe in love, ambition, and second chances all at once. And there you have it, folks. The 10 best romance books of 2025, from Western ranches to stranded houseboats, from rival writers to paranormal mates, from Olympic pools to billionaire empires. This year gave us everything the romance-loving heart could desire. Trends we're seeing. Hazelwood absolutely dominated 2025 with 3 instant #1 bestsellers. Emily Henry remains the queen. Abby Jimenez continues to make us ugly cry. Sports romance and paranormal romance are having major moments, and readers are craving emotional depth alongside their steam. We want to laugh, cry, and swoon all in the same book. Whether you're team contemporary romance and love the realistic emotional journeys of Henry, Jimenez, and Holmes, or you're obsessed with paranormal billionaire romance from Hazelwood and Huang, or you're all about that Western small-town romance vibe with Sage and Fortune, 2025 delivered something for every flavor of romance reader. My personal recommendation? Start with Great Big Beautiful Life. Because Emily Henry never misses, then dive into Made If You Want, Paranormal Spice, and save Swept Away for a Day when you need adventure and forced proximity to remind you why you love romance in the first place. Which one are you most excited to read? And more importantly, which book made you cry the hardest or swoon the most? Let me know in the comments. And remember, if you start reading one of these before bed, don't blame me when you're still awake at 4 a.m. texting your book friends, I need to talk about this ending right now. Happy reading, romance lovers! Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go add about 40 books to my TBR, and maybe daydream about my own fictional book boyfriend for a while. So book lovers, if you want even more love stories, author secrets, and deep dives into the biggest names in romance, make sure to check out our full author documentaries right here on the channel. We uncover the lives, careers, controversies, and untold stories of the authors behind your favorite books. If you love top 10 lists like this one and our Authors Uncovered series, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. More swoon, more drama, more happily ever afters coming your way every single week.